Bitcoin is looking awfully crazy. We got the FOMC today. This is going to be wild. Can it pump? Will it dump? Let's see what Jerome has to say. We're in for a doozy. Let's jump into the charts. Bitcoin. Wow. Okay, guys. Stuck at 66,000. What a wild time. Now, this may be the most important FOMC meeting to date, but we need to be patient, okay? Now, getting to the trades right away, I am looking at Injective, okay? Okay, 22.6. Look at this. This is given in advance in our Discord if you are new. AR, looking for this continuation here. Render, NVIDIA popped off today. We can see that in the heat map here for NVIDIA, up 12%, okay? Could this be anticipation of a possible pump? We'll have to wait and find out. We got volatility coming in at around 2 to 2:30 today, which will be quite interesting. Now, how can we prepare ourselves, right? So looking at Market Cypher from top down, we understand that we are in this beautiful, beautiful flag. Some people are calling it a giant cup and handle. Some people are saying this is a flag to the upside. We're going to break out. We're going to 100K, blah, 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 blah. Well, what's in front of us right now is that we are in this wedge. We are looking for this to continue to push to the upside. We can see the money flow is ramping on Market Cypher. Look at how beautiful. Even though we've had a little dip as of recent, we can see the ramping here on the higher term timeframes. Going over to the 3-day, we can see that we did have this push out from down below here. And our view up has come down and is going to be testing the zero line come Thursday. So a lot of these higher term timeframes still, in my opinion, have some opportunity to the upside. Now, the concerning part is the daily and the 2-day, okay? The daily has yet to breach the money flow to the upside convincingly, okay? That's what I'm waiting to see. Is I want to see this ramp up into the upside. However, we are a bit overextended on our momentum waves, but the VWAP is looking juicy, okay? The VWAP here has come back down, and if you look at the VWAP, this yellow line down below here, we can see that we are in a little bit of an uptrend. So this could possibly bounce from here and push us up. So we are looking for possible continuation here. This is exciting because when we go over to our 12-hour, what do we see? We can see that money has convincingly flipped to green and is looking for this little trigger wave. Whenever we're oscillating above the zero line and we dip down below, we dip our toes down below, these are typically great buy signals. So that's something to keep in mind when going into the data today, where we can look to take advantage of price. Now, it does look as though Bitcoin is looking to hold this area. So this is another good sign. And you can see that VWAP is pushing to the zero line, looking to cross over later on this evening. So this is pretty interesting, I must say. Now, 8-day has been the doozy, in my opinion. If we're looking at one time frame that is going to be very nice, you can see that this massive money flow crossover continuing to push to the upside is absolutely beautiful. So for me right now, the 8 hour is kind of leading the way. And when looking at the 8 hour, we can also see that the momentum waves are continuing to push to the upside. Look at this beautiful uptrend we have on momentum. So can we see a little bit of a pop off now with our green dot looking to fire off? Okay, so this is quite beautiful looking, but nonetheless, we need to be aware of key levels. Okay, when we get rid of our trends and we pull up our key areas, you can see that we do have some bounce areas down below us. Okay, so if we are going to swing fail, first and foremost, we're looking at 64,000 maximum right now, in my opinion, for that swing failure pattern if we are to roll over. Okay, coming back, grabbing this order block of liquidity. But nonetheless, we seem to have been putting in this beautiful, beautiful bullish divergence down within this area. Okay, so when pulling up our local areas, okay, we're going to be prepared for a little bit of a rejection if we go up any higher. Now, our 3, our 2, and our 1 hours still have quite a nice bit of momentum pushing to the upside. Now, we can see money has come out on our daily, but what did I say about this area within here? This is now making higher lows. Okay, higher lows is going to be a continuation. So even if we do get that little swing failure here, we could be looking for a push back up. Okay, so make sure you do have the bottom of this range marked out for a possible swing failure down within this area. And then we understand that we do have this order block down within here, right around 64,000. That's going to be a key area. Now, going up from here, we can see that we always have our key levels of support and resistance. So I will expand these out. And you can get all these levels in the Discord if you are new here. Make sure you like and subscribe. We go live trading sessions, live videos, and you get these updates constantly in the Discord. So inverse head and shoulders, possibly. You can see I'm not much of a pattern person, but I am aware of them, that you can see you do have this kind of head and shoulders looking to play out to the upside. And you can also see it down here on our oscillator. So our key levels of resistance. First, we got to get above 66,800. That's going to be our initial resistance. You can also track momentum to the upside here, pulling this little diagonal here. So if we do roll back down to the key level of support around 67,200, we could be looking for a potential long and a bounce continuation. Okay. Also up at the top here, we have some golden pockets and some key levels of resistance at 67.7 and at 68.5. Okay, so make sure you're adding these levels, looking to trade alongside with us and taking profits along the way. Okay, this is going to be a very interesting meeting, to say the least, but we are prepared. Okay, being with a community, being a prepared community is what it's all about. So join us over here. We have amazing traders, amazing setups, amazing ideas. As you can see here before the video, I've shared the R-Weave trade. I've shared the injective trade. I've shared the render trade, the things that we're looking for, alongside with our key levels of support and resistance, alongside with an amazing, kind, awesome, helpful, resourceful, great traders, people going live every single day, helping you guys out, answering questions on market structure, Market Cipher, which is a sponsor of this channel. So make sure you guys are coming and hanging out with the Otter Gang, because we continue to crush the trades and we continue to grow our community, and we would love to have you. Okay, so Bitcoin, be prepared, sit on your hands, don't trade the meeting. Okay, be patient, let the guy blab his mouth, and let's look for that reaction of price where we can take advantage of price action. You have your key levels, you're prepared to go. Okay, another thing I'm looking at is this Ethereum ETF. We gave this Ethereum long, okay, has yet to push up into our key level of resistance right around 3,500. So we are still looking for that to continue upwards, okay? Another interesting thing on the radar right now is that we can see in our movers section that we definitely can see that Caspa is starting to rip to the upside. We also gave the long from down here a couple weeks ago, which is pretty interesting to see it finally getting a move. We can also see, don't look at me, for the TRB, okay? And you know I got to talk about TRB because it is an Otter Gang special, and it is ripping to the upside, up almost 10% for today. Don't chase price, but be aware that this is looking a bit bullish, and it could be pushing onwards and upwards. Now, we don't want to be caught in the rug like a whole bunch of people were from before, but we are aware that this thing, when it moves, okay? So be very cautious when trading this. Now, also, the Dixie has created a big rollover. Okay, so watching the Dixie on a day like today is going to be very informative of what the market is really deciding. If the Dixie starts to pump, we can see that risk on assets will go down. If the Dixie starts to dip, we can look for continuation to the upside for our risk on assets. Okay, so be very aware. I'm going to be monitoring the Dixie, but you can see we had a very nice rollover after, you guys know I've been screaming at you. When we come up to this trend line, between this trend line and this key level of resistance, we are looking for a rejection back down, okay, because we have broken structure to the downside. Okay, so we are looking for this continuation to the downside, which is bullish for risk on assets. So keep your eyes on the prize. Make sure to like and subscribe and join us in our free Discord. Looking forward to seeing you, and I will see you guys in the next video. God bless and have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.
On the cover, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. What casual, breaking the